Hello everyone. In this video, we will be discussing about module 3, next topic, that is keys. What is key and its type, everything we'll be discussing in this video. First of all, what do you mean by key? Key is a machine element used to connect a rotating machine element to a shaft. It is always inserted parallel to the axis of the shaft. A keyway is a slot in a shaft and a hub of the pulley to accommodate a key. You can able to see this. This is a piece of shaft I took it, where there will be a small a small gap is there. In this gap only I'll be inserting the key. And when we speak about the type of key, we have different types. We have sunk keys, saddle keys, tangent keys, round keys, and splines. Again, under sunk keys, we have different categories: rectangular key, square key, parallel key, Gib-Head key, feather key, woodruff key. And under saddle key, we have flat key and hollow key. We'll discuss each and everything one by one. First, we will discuss on the very first type, that is sunk key. The sunk key are provided half in the keyway of the shaft and half in the keyway of the hub. You can able to see the sunk key. This is the definition. We will see under sunk key what all the categories are. There is types. So we have rectangular key, square key, parallel key, Gib-Head key, featherhead key, and woodruff key. So we will see whether it is fulfilling this requirement, that is half in the keyway of the shaft and half in the key of the hub. First, we'll discuss the rectangular key. So a key is a piece of mild steel inserted between the shaft and the hub of pulley to connect these together in order to prevent relative motions between them. And the key has taper 1 in 100 on the top side. You can able to see this. This is a shaft, and this shaft is connected within a hub. So you can able to see here I have used a key of a taper 1 is to 100, and this you can able to see the shaft with the hub where the shaft diameter is denoted as small d, and the key the information is whether we have the width and the thickness. So all those information is given, and on both the sides it is given. So moving to the next type, that is square key. The only difference between a rectangular sunk key and a square sunk key is that its width and the thickness are equal. You can able to see the width and thickness. So that is why W is equal to T, which is equal to which is equal to D by 4. So apart from that, there is no difference between the place where it is fixed up, that is which is inserted between the shaft and the hub of the pulley. Next one is the parallel key. Parallel key, when able to see some of the pieces of the parallel keys I have shown, where all the keys I'll be using at a time, and it looks parallelly. So the parallel sunk key may of a rectangle or the square cross section, you can able to see, and which is having uniform in width and thickness throughout. It may be noted down the parallel key is a taperless, and it is used where the pulley, gear, other mating pieces required to solid along the shaft. So this parallel key, it will not harm the people who manually trying to insert it, because the previous types where it has some tapered kind of thing, it has some sharp edges. So during the maintenance and the repair works, the person who is involved in the particular operation, they may face some kind of harm in case they are not wearing the proper gloves and the proper preventive measures is not taken. But in case of the parallel key, such kind of problems will not happen, because it is very smooth, and even without gloves also, if we hand it also, it will not harm the hands. And next one is the but Gib-Head key. It is a rectangular sunk key with a head at one end, and that is nothing but a Gib-Head key. You can able to see this. It is looks like a normal key only, but at one particular end it is having a jib kind of shape. That is why it is called as Gib key, and it is usually provided to facilitate and removal of the key. In case if we want to remove any key in the previous steps, whatever we discussed, where we can able to use this kind of Gib-Head key. And even some applications where like flange couplings, where this Gib-Head is the prominent key which is used for this thing, where this Gib-Head key, Gib-Head key is having a taper of 1 is to 100, that is that can be seen here, and even the thickness value also will vary from one part to another part, because we have H1, we have H2, and even the taper angle, everything we can able to see, and the diameter value also we can able to see, and the width, other things also we can able to see. So the next type is nothing but feather key, where the key attached to one member of your pair, and which permits the relative axial movement, which is nothing but a feather key. And it is a special type of parallel key which transmit a turning movement and also permits axial movement. You can able to see the examples of the feather key where the two sides the keys has been fixed with some kind of the special keys, and it is you mostly it is used for the flange coupling. And sixth type is nothing but woodruff key. You can able to see this key almost in the shafts and all the turbine blades. We could be able to see this kind of woodruff key. It is an easily adjustable key, and it is a piece from a cylindrical disc having a segmental cross section in the front view of it. You can able to see the segmental cross section, and this key is largely used in the machine tool and automobile construction. And here you can able to see again the detailed version of all these things. The sunk keys, rectangular key, square key, jib head key, feather key, woodruff keys with the formula denotations just for this thing. So half the thickness is fits into the shaft and remaining half thickness in the hub of the rotating element. So it is mainly suitable for the heavy duty applications where there is no possibility to slip around the shaft. And these are the keywords for all these things. And the formulas also is written here: square key, jib head key, and woodruff key. Everything is geared. And even for the saddle key, we have a flat saddle key and the hollow saddle key, where it is used for the temporary fastening, and for the hollow saddle key, for it is again for this temporary fastening it is used. And moving to the round keys, where it is a circular cross section and fits into the drilled holes partly in shaft and hub. And splines, it is a group of keyway, permits a linear movement. It has 4, 10, and 16 splines. You can able to see this. And the remaining things we'll discuss in the coming videos. So in this video just we had a discussion on the different types of keys in both the categories: parallel, square, rectangular, all other things we have discussed. And even the saddle keys also we have discussed, because saddle keys a temporary kind of key we are using. And in our syllabus where tangent key, round key and splines is not given, so ignoring these things we will be discussing these things. And in the coming video we will be discussing even the strength of the key and other things we will be discussing. We'll just see the other things in the upcoming videos. Thank you.